my moment of truth.
Bring me in, y'all can bring me in.
Another one is pointed at your weekend heart. Now if I pull the trigger on these fully loaded lines, you're gonna wish I would have pulled a black line. I'm back done. Practice lines of the fake gangster. Yeah, the type of and the studio practice. Yo, looking at the situation plainly. Will you remain G or will you be looked upon strangely? I wait to see articulator with the greater data. Revolving on the top end.
Come on, bring me on in, bring me on in.
Struggle to juggle tricky metaphors. I explore more to expose more. A lot of issues act stupid to me. I'll be a casualty if they can match my longevity. But anyway, it's just another day. Another big jack I slay my spectacular display style. Smooth but rugged. You can't push or shove it.
I sent this to my secret
So I tell she's coming, bring me on in. Bring me on in. Who's on the board? Bring me on in. So you're right. Ears up, eyes open, and fists clenched. Y'all know what this is and how we do this. Let's get locked and loaded for another episode of Free on Radio here, Intellectual Radio. We still December the 13th, 2023. We're on the countdown to the end of the year. December 13th, 2023. If y'all can't take a pause for the calls, let them know we are locked and loaded. I don't know if we got our co-hosts in the building or not, but we roll. Okay, that's what it is. Right on. Okay, we rolling, y'all. The flyer just got done, y'all. So to bring y'all to people we're gonna be talking about. Let me give another shout out. Intellectual Radio, the 15th year. Still, you know what I'm saying? It ain't over, y'all. You know, so you have your birthday party. So it's celebrating the whole week now. Some people doing a whole month now. So we'll keep that momentum going. And we ain't came down yet. We ain't came down yet for International Revolutionary Day, December the 4th. We still, man, hey, I'm telling you, y'all showed up and showed out. I'm talking about, I mean, man, the Cubs, the U2 looking good. I'm talking about, man, the call-ins and support, all the families of victims of police terrorism. I mean, y'all pulled up. I'm talking about, hey, the family defense captain, Mark Clark. Man, I'm talking about the survivors of December the 4th. I'm talking about showed up and showed out the momentum. I mean, up early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? With the Inglewood Center over there, the Justice Nicolette location over there. I'm talking about, man, multitude, everybody, you know what I'm saying? All sides, the street tribes, man, Clifford, salute y'all. I'm talking about the energy, the breakfast that was put together, the free breakfast. Hey, man, hey, comrades, I mean, got down. Salmon croquettes, eggs, and grits. Couldn't go wrong with that. Free breakfast. Moved on to International to Ground Zero, 2337 West Monroe, which we're going to get changed to Chairman Fred Hampton-Way. We need y'all to stay on that. We'll keep the pressure on that, y'all. 2337, we're going to change Monroe to Chairman Fred Hampton-Way. Then took a breather. Went to the wall. People came in internationally. They came on down to, you know what I'm saying, went to the wall, did the rap, and also the rap over there, who never seen it, right on 5th in Maywood, you know what I'm saying? And then we came on back, y'all, ended it on out. You know what I'm saying? Village of Maywood, shout out, y'all. Village of Maywood, that phenomenal sipping paint. Sister Chanel, man, that touchdown, you know, I know blew a lot of cats wigs with that movie. Like, man, was sipping paint, what's happening? You know, a lot of people, all they heard was sip, but they got there. And I'm talking about, Breonna Taylor's auntie, Bianca already showed out. Cortez, right? You name it. Jacob Blake, we got him this thing they got in the council called bunk rest. You got to sit down for a minute. His brother, man, we make a joke about it, but it's a serious issue. We be moving around, so sometimes we be like, well, what city you in? I don't know. You know, we moving so fast, and it caught up with him. You know what I'm saying? It hit us. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna sit down on our own. He had to sit down for a minute. He still tried to make it, get up here, but he called on FaceTime us in the solidarity. Justin Blake, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. I think I seen Justin Blake say his grandson's birthday was today. I forgot I was moving so fast. Mike Brown, the solidarity statements that came in. Our co-hosts weren't there physically, but the solidarity statements that came in right on. Shout out again, we still riding a cloud million. You know what I'm saying? It was Chairman Fred said too, the indigenous community, oh man, they came, hey, Comrade Carlos and man, everybody showed out. So Comrade Daphne hit that trip, you know what I'm saying? She was going through a thing because she got spoiled down in that southern weather with that heat down there. Got up here, get a reality check like, hey, this still Chicago, you dig? Man, you know, Windy City, man. But you know, knock on wood, we really, I'm be honest with you, you know, man, we knock on wood, it's been good. You know what I'm saying? I catch myself, I'm jumping out right now, you know what I'm saying? No coat, you know what I'm saying? And I might get me a reality, no, knock on wood, I don't get no, I'm gonna tighten up on that coat and that scarf. But again, revolutionary respect to everyone, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the energy, everything was up the hook, y'all. I had some discussions earlier. I want my listeners to tap in. I was debating with, a little while back with co-hosts that her thing was, she thought this was 10 years. And I touched bases with the comrade Devin back and forth, and they was at 8 and that going on 9 years. And saying it to say, so we from our radio how long we've been rolling. So we got to get some checks on that because we talking about, I don't want to say let the cat out the bag, y'all. We talking about, you know, to put going to, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. Coming to, not putting it on hold. Man, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. We're just find out how much time it is. It's difficult. You know what I'm saying? This is man. I just can't even see it. We don't keep y'all posted on upcoming developments we're talking about doing though, man. But you know, it's constantly one of the things about dialectical materialism. We tell you, things are constantly being born and growing, as well as dying and disintegrating. And let me say something real quick that's off my chest too. You know, I'm dealing with a situation. You know, y'all know we even this past, no IRD, no street party, no work goes uncontested. You know what I'm saying? A serious work, under attack. And this is no exception. This past 54th year of International Revolutionary Day, I want to commend the people because it just is not there December the 4th. It's ongoing process. You know what I'm saying? Before, as a matter of fact, we'd say you could tell IRD is coming up or street parties coming up because the counterinsurgency, the attacks are becoming more intense. And it was a constant battle for the legacy, continuous battle. And a lot of people don't even see the underlying dynamics that go down with this. They just take it for granted that things just going to happen. Right? I can't put in words. The continuous attacks, and again, this is no exception. And I was asked a question a few days ago. Said, "Don't you get tired? Don't you just see? Battle fatigue is real." And something was brought to me recently. It's the most concretely close I came to like even a discussion about Canada. And I study history, not in the abstract sort of way, but I love the legacy of the Black Panther Party. I love it. We love it, And I just don't that how it's been like custom fit, like even different dynamics. So say nothing new under the sun. And I think about how the impact of some contradictions at Field Marshal George Jackson, the contradictions of Solidarity and San Quentin, how he can relate to even present day, different struggles the party had to deal with. In some cases the names not even change. But it's really when they see this discussion about Canada, it kind of hit me hard. I'm still kind of grappling with that. Being that I remember a conversation some years back. I was talking to Mos Def, now known as Yasin Bey, and he had brought to my attention. He said, that it was 2 weeks after Malcolm X had came back from Canada. He was assassinated. And 2 weeks after Chairman Fred came back from Canada, he was assassinated. So whoa, I'm like, so it kind of had like a block, and I kind of like pushed it to the side for quite some time, and then there's some recent. This is the closest discussion that's happened recently, concretely, and I was discussing this yesterday with some forces, and I was saying, it's not fear, it's
an understanding.
It's an understanding, and it's Brother Cooley's in the building, but if you've been
Yes, sir.
in with us, they're 28 years behind lines. Behind enemy lines. He gonna bring us the touchdown with some other updates too. But also, it's funny you said understanding.
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself something I hate about this thing about like flirting with the fire, and so I said, well, that's what the revolutionary really does in many cases. Like flirting with fire. And I said, man, and people say, well, how do you know what you know? I said, I come in because one of the bad things about me, I can't really clean up around the home front because I hold on to so much stuff. I can't get rid of this, can't throw it. You know what I'm saying? And I try to go so hard on one of my mother comrades. I say, I don't out there. I'll be trying to fight the horde. And, you know what I'm saying? I say, I don't want that trait. You know what I'm saying? And I fight it, but in struggle, I say I'm on the other, it's opposite with that. I come in and I'm willing to whatever, you know what I'm saying. I'm not holding, however this, comes out. The information. I'm seeking the information. You know what I'm saying? Seeking that to learn and regard, and not holding on. And a lot of people, I don't like people say when we go protest cases. They say, "Well, Chairman, how do you know which particular individual, uncle or what have you, is going to, sell out, so on and so forth?" And I said, I study my family. I study contradictions. You know what I'm saying? Objectives. I study myself. I go back, third person, say, well, man, this should have been a better move, should have done so on and so forth. And I'm learning, like even this past International Revolutionary Day, some comrades that brought, some I guess one of the war stories about what Chairman Fred to me a few days ago. And this came, saying, and they just said it to me nonchalant. I say, man, I didn't know, and it was interesting because I had a similar situation. You know what I'm saying? With some individual does some actions in the way I dealt with it. And I didn't know this thing about Chairman, saying, and I think this is something, and I'm using myself as a microcosm, saying? A lot of, and a lot of people talking about, well, it doesn't make a difference, about your history, what I'm saying? I beg to differ. It's so to know your faults, your flaws, how you move, so on and so forth. And even certain, like I said, like, the verdict is not out on a lot of, in particular, on a lot of situations, in particular with our history.
You got to Japanese know your history in order to forward,
and not in a just in an abstract way. A lot of people just say they know something, but I mean, the contested conditions. Like the Japanese say that karate is actually an African art form. They just preserved it. And
yes, I heard
what I'm saying? And a lot of our stuff, so we don't have we deprived of that. And it's a lot of things you go back and people say, well, Ms. Cat told me one time, so Chairman, how do you know what what you're saying is not just subjective? And some people say, well, they have their truth, my truth. That's I don't jive with that. Reality is, this is a cup of coffee, that's an iPhone, that's a laptop. There are certain concrete definitions. And people say, well, how do you know when there's differences? Well, you come in, so whether it be in household, whatever, you can, you say, well, how do I know? How do you come to conclusions? You say, you look at, we say, again, dialectical materialism. You can look at past history and logic. Like, what's this individual's MO? What's the, what's the base of we talk about the music history, contributions in the music industry. What's the root of it? Talking about the contributions of the Black Panther Party. Also, a quote that Minister Dewey P. Newton said that social practice is social practice is the criterion for truth. Social practice is the criterion for truth. A lot of cases, you can just go look and say, man, you go say, man, you come and say, who told us? Which one of these dogs tore the house up? And you can, you can look at the teeth marks on the couch and say, you know what? I know that, this the dog that done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And speaking of that, flirting with that fiery spirit too, son. A lot of brothers and sisters no longer flirt with that fiery spirit of propheticism, of just speaking truth to power type situations, because they haven't understood that, man, we do have power in our voices, and that's where you come into play.
Well, a lot of people be content. Also, I was like, I had to catch myself with this damn phone thing when I watch this app, this
you got to
YouTube all damn night. I say I can't. I'm going to rest these different voices in my head. But I was watching this stuff, a lot of stuff about the hip hop thing, and I would say, this era, it's more information, is more accessible to people. You know what I'm saying?
Way more.
But it's nothing. I be talking about what's going on in the music industry, what's going on. And people talking like when certain concerts come out, and a lot of people have a position like they say when the tree falls in the forest, Does it make a sound if you don't hear it? Of course it makes a sound. Just because you didn't hear it, you know what I'm saying? The world does not revolve around individual.
And if I may, Tim, speaking of that, I wrote a piece today, this morning, speaking about the S1Ws. Who's going to be on the security for the exodus of the captive souls to come out of these prisons and what have you, that have been wrongfully convicted, because Chicago leading this country in wrongful convictions and exoneration. But I digress.
Keep that on like a low. We're gonna talk about that, y'all. If y'all those who coming in late, y'all get on in as the spirit of making history, taking history, taping history, y'all. We are live and direct and free on my radio chairman for having Junior Robin Ali, aka the Lady of Rage. My brother Cooley's in the building, you know what I'm saying? We got Comrade Adapt on the boards. We're talking about a number of things, y'all. We're talking about the attempted destruction of the home of Dr. Martin Luther King. Go Google. You haven't heard about it? Yeah.
Brother Sarah, I thought you was talking about the attempted destruction of the black boys.
Oh, listen.
Oh my God.
Well, everything we can tell that comes into that, because again, y'all who know about that, go look at the imagery. And I'm curious on y'all thoughts about this here. The house, the first, and attacks go protracted. A lot of people, we talk about the Hampton House. People say, "Well, I thought y'all saved this." This is like getting in shape. It's ongoing. You know what I'm saying? We remained in the attack. The work remains in the attack. You know what I'm saying? And I tell most of our communities are reactionary. We can't see it's an attack until it's just blatantly stated. I had raised the issue. You know what I'm saying? Even when they say that the home was lost, quote unquote, lost in Atlanta to the federal government actually took over the house. I said, I mean, here's Atlanta, all that resource, all that money in Atlanta, and it goes in stages. So now I'm just going to touch this with the ruling class media is even saying. I think a 23-year-old young lady, and this is important too. She's supposed to. No, they got the footage of her dousing the house with gasoline. She going through gas, and she now, and you can see a lot of people can't see it, because I said one of the major causes with this stage again with mental illness was more scary. Was more scary than the fact that mental illness, the pervasiveness of mental illness in our community is those who don't acknowledge it. That's what scares me. I'm like,
it's running rampant in our community,
but it's running. But the inability for people we grew up at least to say, okay, man, you can pick up. You don't need no doctor's degree. Say, man, there's mental illness there. But people can't even recognize it. Before we can talk about combating it, it's so our communities are destabilized. There's no distinction, no structure, and nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
That dynamic about you can look at it and see the mental illness. And to add to that, they say they got the footage of her dousing house with gasoline. Guess who's supposed to stop her all of a sudden when she's doing this?
Who would that be? 2
off-duty white men, New York police. 2 off-duty New York police. I sometimes hold my tongue and say, let me see how far
how far the rabbit hole run.
How far this can go. Like I look at like, who takes this? Is it any? Like, wait a minute, what's the odds of this happening? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about also the I missed Dr. Groove. I hope you listening. I was supposed to be on today, interview with Brother Dr. Groove and DA Smart and others that follow up to this whole thing about Chicago hip hop. And there was a lot of debate, so it's not 50 years, so on and so forth. But also on the heels of coming from the event, a lot of people thought, they said, Jim, how you get back to Chicago that quick? I said, well, it was film taped, the Grammys, 50 years of hip hop, and the dynamic, the pros and cons, the contrast with so what you seen the BET Awards, and you know what I'm saying, what's the differences, what's the pros and cons, what's your thoughts on present day hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and seize the time, you know what I'm saying. Again, we have Robin Ali, aka the Lady of Rage, you know what I'm saying, from that take into account your, I would say, like some people, some eras recognize more as Baby D from Next Friday. But let's see the time with that. We're talking about the political impact of hip hop. We're talking about so much, y'all. We live and record free on my radio. Call in number 929-477-3785. Let's get it in, y'all. We like to load everybody, so y'all, everybody know we here. I know Mother Conrad to be calling in too to thank Cortez Rice and brother sister Bianca for that belated birthday gift. Again, we just shout out belated birthday, Mother Conrad again. on 28th, and we're gonna be tying this in to what's happening with the work at the Hampton House. We still need your support whenever you can. So if y'all can, y'all hit the SaveTheHamptonHouse.org, hit the donation button, send the dollar cash out, $ cash out, Save the Hampton House, and come on through, put some work in, y'all. We try. The weather ain't get real bad, just we tighten up around there, get some work done. So again, we live in the wreck on Freedom On Radio. So I touched on the Dr. King thing. So I'm gonna open up for callers, calls. You know what I'm saying? Y'all input. Then we gonna talk about this whole with the brothers locked up. Also, and also callers. I missed what's happening in City Hall today too. I know today is supposed to be intense. It was intense, and tomorrow it's talking about the vote on whether Chicago will be a sanctuary city or not. For those who are not familiar with that term, sanctuary city, in essence, city where the federal government, in particular, ICE, what is it, ICE? Immigration. I can't forget the acronym. They cannot. But it's basically done with what they refer to. You know, what I'm saying those not only from a lot of people hear the word migrant, they just automatically think about Mexico, but Venezuela, other places. And mind you, Ukrainian, right now. Yeah, but mind you, Ukraine. There's a lot of that's a country been exposed to, like the Ukrainians. The resource they've been allotted to, and I gotta go check. There's some brothers and sisters from Africa that's touched down too. This will be all including the conversation, but it's this the sanctuary city where not only those entities, I think even local law enforcement will not have the right to say, even if they lock you up or lock an individual up, they technically legally can't even ask a person their immigration status.
Not the ICE.
If it's a sanctuary city,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
And they can work under them sanctuary rules.
Right. And it's kind of they talk about even now with the changing the rules, like the work permits, so on and so forth.
Right.
And there's a lot of heat, because from both sides of the fence, different spectrums, how you feel about it, so on and so forth. And the background on it, it was instituted under the 10-year former mayor, the first black mayor of Chicago, Mayor Hal Washington.
Without a doubt.
So y'all feel free to tap in with us, y'all. 929-477-3785. Where we at, y'all? On Freedom On Radio. I see y'all. One more. Okay, immigration and customs enforcement. Correct. Yep, right on, Coles. Yes, indeed. So we live in there. Okay. So we talking a number of things, y'all. Y'all feel free to let us know which issue y'all want to tap in on us. We have a few issues we wrapping on. We talking about so that's to be a microcosm. The Dr. King's home, and maybe you don't know about even prior to the quote unquote successful, I guess it was successful in the state's hands, assassination on Dr. King when they succeeded in assassination. That was not their first attempt. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Prior to that, there were a number of different attempts, but one there was a case of a young lady with mental health issues who stabbed him like literally in his chest. Dr. King, yes. Yeah, he was stabbed. This is in New York, and this is also to take note. This is also a tactic Marcus Garvey, a lady with mental illness. They had you, but see, they came. What was his wife at the time? The two wives. The first who did not the Negro who wrote the. She edited the Philosopher's Opinions. Amy Jocks Garvey, I believe. Yeah, I think she knocked the lady down the stairs, I believe. But this case of Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Yes, sir.
The General Marcus Garvey. Yes, then this is with Dr. King. The lady had came up close up on him and she stabbed him. And they had even said that if he would have sneezed, he'd have been out the game. He'd been out the game. And in both cases, these were these were individuals with mental health illness. A lot of people just know about the case in the Illinois chapter, Chicago Black Panther, Chicago branch. A lot of people just familiar with William O'Neill. Our position remains to be that William O'Neill was not the only one. You follow what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
And that whole Minister P. Newton gave a phenomenal assessment. There's a piece that was interviewing him at the Penthouse. And it was this grounded the situation with George Sams, Alex Rackley, and it was but it was definitely some people was unable to see the different dynamics, you know what I'm saying, but the counterinsurgency involvement with that. Minister Yui, how he touched on the how the state utilizes and exploits that of mental illness. This is something, I mean, just to be in this society alone.
It's a brain game of intellectual Vietnam.
Man, you know, and it's and that, say it again.
A brain game of intellectual Vietnam because the war done been brought to us.
Man, and not to have it acknowledged. So you walking around other places they use the term like post-traumatic stress, political prisoners. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even acknowledged in our community. You know what I'm saying? And then all it like you go to different court cases. You go back and look at how people utilize witnesses to get people like to say this person has false testimony. This person has mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we have to be inclusive in any conversation we have in regards to, you know what I'm saying, and you got to acknowledge it, because again, you don't need no, you know what I'm saying, and it's something I know, like in particular our communities, like whether it be that of mental health or that of even sexuality, whatever the case may be, a lot of discussion we don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? I would go as far as say, because a lot of times any discussion we have with us, to add on to what I said before, and it's embarrassing being oppressed. It's embarrassing. And when you start bringing different discussions in about mental health issues, drug usage, sexuality, it's really like a front in your face, like that. It's like a reminder.
10 times worse than slaughter.
No doubt about it. And you're reminded.
And it's compiled. It seems it keeps building and compiled, and one on top of the other, one thing after the other.
No doubt.
It takes away from our essence, our being. You did what I'm saying? We tapped into a power source that come from on high. And now to be taken so low as to have these weapons formed against us, they shall no longer prosper. That's why we here demonstrating the way we demonstrate and how we demonstrate right now with Brother Chairman and myself and Sister Comrade.
We live and direct, y'all. We're making history, taking history, and taking history, y'all. Y'all come on and tap in with us, because we better. Free Monster, Comrade.
Free them all. We got another comrade on the line. Free them all.
Right on. Free them all.
Free them all. Free them all. Free them all. Free them all. Feed them all.
Free them all.
Right on to everything you said, Chairman, about this great ID, International Revolutionary Day. All the people you shouted out, right on, Chair, and more. It was just, I'm still high off of that. And to have my birthday celebration with myself and Sister, I'm getting off, Sister Frederica Newton, on the widow of Dr. Huey P. Newton, and the director of the Dr. Huey P. Newton Foundation, on there together, as we did, I think, a couple of years ago. It was really powerful. I'm still flying high on the love of the people. I want to real quick.
Without a doubt.
I think it's in Jerry Cruz's birthday.
Yes.
The 22nd. I think.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm thinking that, because you got it mixed up last year with my May's birthday. So, I was just calling that. But
Queen Mother, he getting old himself.
Yes, indeed.
And condolences with to and Jerry Cruz's best friend, Dr. Robin, who was in Jerry's veterinary surgery for 25 years, and she passed away. So I just wanted to acknowledge that, and also shout out to Common Cool, a strong soldier, Black Panther Party Cub, and I see you, Brother Ray Baker. Shout out to Robin Allen. Y'all know her as Lady of Rage. Baby D. You know what I'm saying? And she's been in other shows too. And congratulate her on her stellar performance. Looking so beautiful. It was just, I said, who that? Thanks. When I can say who that, because she always bumping them Afro puffs and looking
rocking rough and stuff with him.
I see you too, right on there at the 40 years
50,
tribute to hip hop, 50 years tribute to hip hop. I'm waiting for it to run again, because I see it in that context. Long live the spirit of Tupac Shakur and DMX. That's what I'm forever and ever and ever. And I would be remiss if I don't shout out to Bianca Austin, Breonna Taylor's auntie. And Bianca has worked tirelessly so that we don't forget Breonna Taylor, who was murdered by police in her home. Her fiance was beat up and shit and locked up. You know what I'm saying? When he tried to protect her. Also, Cortez Wright, whose son, 15 years old, was murdered at the school. And these people stay in our face and stay in our minds, and to urge us to join the fight for liberation, that we should all have some kind of role in, because this is the only war that's been fought in our own interest.
You better believe it, Queen
all
Mother.
The American wars and all of this, but it's soldiers out here doing the damn thing, and people should acknowledge it. And I was so glad to see Jacob Blake, as you said, on bunk rest, on the phone, and I wish him continued improvement in his health. And last but not least, the PS on this card that I got from Bianca and Cortez. PS, I drank all the wine. Who drank the wine? And that's all I got to say.
Right on.
Thank you for this great show. Free them all. And they gave me some beautiful. I got a whole box of clothes and shoes and stuff. So I'm in ecstatic heaven.
Absolutely.
They sent me for my birthday. And that little joke on the end, I drank all the wine. They asked, well, what do you want, Mother Conrad? I said, I just want a good bottle of wine. And which I tell everybody. They gave me a whole box of clothes and shoes. So I'm just ecstatic over here. So thank you, everybody, for all the joyous birthday wishes and for all of your participation in the International Revolutionary Day and all the work that all of y'all are doing on the various fronts. Lady Ray, you was looking too good, girl. Thank you. I tried. I'm gonna go. I tried. Well, honey, you just look so effortlessly beautiful, and your performance was off the chain. I just
No
really,
doubt.
I mean, I don't care how long ago that song was out. It's historical.
You better believe it, Queen Mother.
And people never forget, for real. So I'm gonna get off now. I done talked enough, but I had to say that. And Chairman, I just appreciate you so much. Even when I be looking all goofy when you raise criticism of me, I embrace it. And I hear you in the back of my head when you're not around, and you be saying, you know that's some dumb shit, right? And you make sure with me. You know what I'm saying? I look pitiful, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Now, that ain't to encourage you to be harder. You understand what I'm saying?
No, come right.
Be hard enough. No, and I enjoyed my talk with Dr. Groove and D.A. Smart today. And they reminded me when I first saw them across the street from the Regal Theater, they was protesting because they wouldn't let hip-hop up in there. And I went over there in the cold and I said, I got to go see what these brothers and sisters, what they doing over there. They was protesting. And they never forgot that and reminded me of that. So I'm just shouting them out too. All right, Chairman, free them all. Feed them all.
Free them all.
Free them all. Feed them all. Let me.
We will win.
Right on. We live on the record. Free them all. Let me say again, y'all call in on the phone. I lose audio on Instagram, so that's what. Let me know if y'all back on audio. That's why I can't answer the phone. We're gonna get some more technology in, but I can't answer the phone. We'll be on 6:30 to 8:30 Wednesday. And I told a brother, I hope he's listening. He asked me the other day something, and I was telling him, I said, listen, I said, you can tune in to Freedom on Radio. So he kind of be busy. I said, you can pull up old episodes. And the information, I say again, that this is I hate to say it, the political education classes, you know what I'm saying? the birthday celebration that we have for Frederica Newton, the widow of Minister Dr. U.E.P. Newton, and Cool and Jerry Point, Deborah Johnson, the widow of Chairman Fred Hampton. That was, I mean, the information. It was a celebration. You know what I'm saying, man? Embodied with information, and you know what I'm saying. Like we have, mind you, like I said at Ground Zero, when we did the vigil, the 5-minute vigil, we do every year, August 30th and December 4th, we do the Clinch Fish vigil at 12 o'clock, high noon. And I was there, and I said, even when your arms start to get heavy or something, I say, when my arm, I think back, I have some frame of reference to look back. I say, man, imagine what they was up under that gunfight. Well, I was there too, but I wasn't really conscious. Like, you know, I don't know if the fetus embryo stage, whatever. But imagine that, being subjected to that. And a lot of times you need a context or frame of reference to hold yourself something to. So this here, imagine the party with political education classes when people, you know what I'm saying, go to meet up at different places, and just the I heard about this, the conversations that I asked about Defense Captain Mark Clark before. They said, man, Chan will be laying stuff down, and Defense Captain Mark Clark and it grabs like that, you know. And you have the technology now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to have the Freedom All Radio, cannot babysit, cannot breastfeed individual. So I can't say that enough. Seize the time. This stuff is, I mean, it's loaded up, it's put up there. Grasp it. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say this too. I don't want to take the wrong mother comrades. I'll be kind of going in. We deal with criticism and self-criticism, and I'm fortunate to fall from the tree of two freedom fighters. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm passionate about this politics, y'all. And it's a blessing and a burden to be armed with this, because again, it's certain, you know what I'm saying? I as Tupac say, my own mama say I'm thugged out. I say, well, my own mama say I'm curbed out. And to know, and also with this dynamic, this present time too, to hold the line, and to know they're saying that, like, there's certain things people say, well, that's not a big thing. Like I was saying about, I remember even when Dr. King's house, the federal government just got it, I said, then people like, man, we're gonna make a difference. I said, yeah, they set the stage for certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's certain attacks, you know, people dismiss as, you know what I'm saying, gossip or just hating or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Man, you'll be surprised. I tell people, like, even final products, I was having a discussion earlier with someone. I say, they say, well, people talking about the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. I say, you don't have no idea of the damage control that we had to go deal with from other people, misinformation before, you know what I'm saying, and then they can go back to their own lives. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
we had to do this. What the deal is, at the end of the day, it's like a lot of people saying, a lot of these entertainers with this class privilege, they'll go out and say and do different things, and we had to deal with they go back. We had to deal with the fallout, the blood on the streets, you know what I'm saying, the damaged children, all that. You know what I'm saying, with legacy. So again, so I tell you, you got to look at who have to deal with these different dynamics. You know what I'm saying?
Who's going to take the weight?
Who's going to take the weight? You know what I'm saying? And that's what, and a lot of people, I got to say, a lot of people are black when it's beneficial, play Panther when it's profitable, and Cubs when it's comfortable.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And and the deal is, we have to really tie that in to say, man, nothing. I mean, we are impacted by each other's actions, and you know what I'm saying? None of us live in a bubble. None of us live on an island of our own. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, well, it doesn't make a difference on who says this about the Black Panther Party, so on and so forth. I recall individuals telling me, well, it doesn't make a difference when you learn it from us. I beg to differ. There's a different, how you receive information, how you take it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people have no concept of, you know what I'm saying, of that of self-determination. With the initial movie, Panther, Melvin Van Peebles and Mario Van Peebles,
yes, sir.
Initially, the Hollywood, the studios was trying to tell them that Tom Cruise would have to play Minister U.E.P. Newton.
Tom Cruise.
Oh
my God.
Tom Cruise. Then they said, okay, that won't work. They said, how about this? There has to be the Chairman Bobby Seale, Minister U.E.P. Newton. They learn what they learn from the college, from the white people. You know what I'm saying? See, it can't. That's why I said they grab individuals, and you know what I'm saying, and they start taking. Well, let's change this a little bit. It's a scene. It's an episode on Good Times, where they say she wrote a play, and they came and she said, I don't recognize my play no more. And we'll go for it to the end. You be like, damn, this is attack. You know what I'm saying?
You better believe it.
That thing with Dr. King's home, you ain't seen you don't see no media coverage on it.
It's war on our
This lady is videotaped with gasoline. I mean, she dousing gas all over the house, and 2 off-duty white New York policemen supposed to been there and got. I said, you can't make this up, man.
At the same time.
Come on, you can't make this up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And the way she's dousing it, and it had lit it, she would have went up in flames as well.
No doubt about it.
Because she's stepping all in the gas and just
no doubt about it.
Mental illness.
And historically, they're great. You look at the case, like Patsy's, like a Patsy. James, it was a decision came down. How what year this was that James on the appeal, it was discovered to say that James L. Ray was not the individual the assassination of Dr. King. The American government came back and appealed that to change it back that he was, but it made it didn't logically even jive that he was the one to be able to take this particular type of weapon, lock and load it, you know what I'm saying, from that distance and do this.
Yeah, that Mockingbird that Joe Brown, the brother Joe Brown, Judge Joe Brown did. He wrote a book on it and did that situation.
William, I haven't read Joe. I'm checking it out. I know Peppers did one too. I'm gonna check out. Oh yeah, he talked. Yeah, it was another. He had some real great insight on some other the assassinations of Deputy Minister of Defense Bunchy Carter, Deputy Minister of Education John Huggins,
out in California.
Yes, sir. He, if I'm correct, I think he was actually he taught at the school then.
Yes, sir.
He was at UCLA. But he has it's like I was on the show one time about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we read that book too in them halls of learning that we had to go through when them people ripped us from our family and robbed us of our my goodness. They robbed us of everything. And they wanted us to have a death sentence in the term of life without the possibility of parole. But you waging war on us in the streets, calling us super predators, Generation X. They called us super predators. Hillary Clinton, as well as Shaky Joe, called us super predators to get a crime bill passed to admit that, man, they didn't know what to do with us. They wouldn't educate us. They wouldn't give us what we need. And when we got to succeed what we thought was happening, man, they pulled a rug from under us. Get lawyers getting money every time they knock us. You dig what I'm saying? And man, they laid up here and waged that war on poverty, waged that war on drugs, waged that war on us in our communities, and tried to get our bloods to run just sewerage. We had the blood of our sacredness running down the drainage, down the drain pipes. And in the name of what, if we get biblical with this, the devils, the hellhounds of devils reincarnated in the midnight crew, tortured us, waged war on the psychological chains of slavery placed on 19, 16, 15-year-old boys, and then they went after our kids and said that they was able to reproduce with a 12-year-old dead body, Ryan Harris. Oh my God. How far back do we go when we talk about what they done and did and still do in the name of Forberg 15, in the name of the Midnight Crew from approximately 1977 until this dude retired? Sergeant Forberg, the highest paid sergeant in the country, highest paid police, just getting all this good money, getting all this good accolades and what have you, pensions and what have you, everything that we can't get, even coming out of jail wrongfully convicted and exonerated, said that we are free, we be free.
Speaking about, you mentioned about those coming out of jail. Is it premature? Is a case law something you were talking about earlier?
I was speaking about the case law that is and should be had, as well as made, against these ones that have maliciously taken our children, our hoods and ran amok and decimated them.
The
case on.
Is a campaign.
It's a campaign against the Midnight Crew. But we put pressure on Forberg. He's retired.
Okay, we got an international audience here, y'all. A lot of people may not be familiar with the history of John Burge and others.
Oh, you better believe it started with him, but it kept going. 46 years approximately.
And but this, those who not y'all want y'all Google. We're gonna be moving around, tying all this in.
Google the Midnight Crew.
The Midnight Crew and
Forberg, Sergeant Forberg.
Spell the name
15. Forberg. The pressure has been on by CFIS and chairperson Jasmine Smith, along with Big Brother Frank Chapman. They pushing it, they pressing it, and that's what we gonna do. We gonna tell these captive souls to come up out of there, out of these prisons.
Right now, a lot of times with these brothers, I'm gonna say a lot of sisters we're not familiar with, who are tortured.
True indeed.
So people are still even with the moratorium. The death penalty. A lot of people just get out, these exonerated. So there are people still locked up.
Many locked up. From John Burge, Palladino, and so many others. I'm telling you, 46 years, if not more. We have been and still are languishing in these jails and prisons. And I'm telling you, these captive souls, they got to come up out of there. They got to come up out of there. We want indictments put on these police whom have taken from us in every which way.
Where could people go to find some of these names?
Halloran. Oh, excuse me.
No. So where could people go to find some updates on some of these cases? Because again, a lot of people are under the impression that, there's been exposed to Burge and others that people exonerated. People still locked up. How can people where can they find out this information? And what's the status of the campaign to get a lot of these forces who are locked up out, and all, as well as saying there's no statute of limitations for terrorism is our position about bringing bringing charges or exposing the role that these individuals played.
Absolutely, the role that these individuals of the Midnight Crew have played, from James O'Brien to John Halloran to Boudreaux, who the city council recently paid $25 million to prevent from having to go to court and trial on these atrocities that have been taken against our people. Hood, the brother Tyrone Hood and his co-defendant had to split $25 million. When they could have got the proverbial bank should be broke because they shouldn't have no money and we shouldn't be getting no pensions or nothing else based on the indictments of the collateral estoppel and the pattern and practice that they have been proven to be. They have been proven to be wolves in sheep's clothing of civil servants.
So some of these police are they still on duty?
They who?
Are you still active? Some of these police are involved in this.
They just retired because of the pressure placed on them by CFIS, and as I stated, the chairperson, Miss Queen Mother Jasmine Smith, amongst other people at CFIS with Big Brother Fred Chapman. There have been numerous press conferences and everything regarding how these people have continued and shall continue to think they can move with diplomatic immunity and impunity. From the time of Milan, who was laid up here and covering up everything for them crooked cops. We not talking about good cops, because they are good cops who kept my family safe when they came and took me, when they came and kidnapped me. The good cops, I love them because they laid up here and kept what they could keep.
So which sites can people go to be updated? Here we go.
You can go to the CFIS site, the NAARPR.
And that
NAARPR, amongst other sites and other grassroots organizations. We the survivors, of which I sit on the board of directors. We putting together everything to try and bring out the Midnight Crew and all their exploits, all their exploitations of us survivors of torture, of everything, false confessions and everything. We got Claiborne Smith, We got judges whom are enforcing the collateral estoppel and pattern and practice, going back to Paul Bible, the report from the Honorable Judge Paul Bible, as well as recent collateral estoppels in both the appellate court, 4 appellate courts, and 9 circuit courts. Decisions have been made on these jokers.
We live on the record here on Freedom Radio on the spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. We like to know we traveling the globe. You know, so again, we traveling the globe, touching down, you know, and it was in Georgia, the home of Dr. Martin Luther King, child home. I think he was to 12 years old. He was there. The quote unquote mysterious, that's putting it lightly, attempted arson of the home. And I think the individual 23 years old. You go Google it. I'm curious in y'all insight. I mean, you had that looks. These 2 New York off-duty white police who hadn't be there. Our brother Cooley in the building, give us some updates, bring us to speed in regards to the torture chambers. And I've heard about the black sites in Chicago, and where those cases happening now. John Burge was not the only one. You get names like Boudreaux and others should know about these individuals. They had a special elite team, type of torture tanks that went down.
Midnight.
We talking about everything is political. We talking about even the different dynamics of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The political impact of y'all. So y'all take a pause for the call. Tap in with us 929-477-3785 and press 1 to tap in with us, y'all.
Proclamation list 1-18, if I may, Brother Chairman.
Yeah.
And we also got that's in the jails. You brothers and sisters that know brothers and sisters in the Stateville and everywhere else. There's an Emancipation Proclamation 1-18 that we bring it to the people. We telling them to let our people go. Hello, Pharaoh, let our people go. The blacklist along with La Lista Negra. I'm telling you.
Live direct on Freedom Radio. Sister Carmen, you saying something?
Yes, but we have Brother Short Body on the line.
Okay, welcome to Freedom Radio.
Freedom, hey man, love y'all so much, man. Thanks for giving me a little time on the air, man. I just wanted to chime into that what they do in the Martin Luther King and what they do to a lot of our monumental people, man. What they do in his house. I want people to pay attention to what's going on, man. Because last year, man, I want to tell this story real quick, man. Real quick. I went down south, and when I go on tour, man, I always go down south, man. And last year I went down south, man. And I was like, man, I wonder if them damn slave plantations is still up.
Yeah, they is, brother.
Oh my God. Hello?
Yeah, they is, King. I was just answering your question, not to interrupt you, King, but I was just in Louisiana, New Orleans. They still got the slave quarters in the back of the mansion's house, the master's house.
Yeah, so I'm down there. So I'm down there because I'm down there visiting. I'm like, man, I want to actually see if they still got slave plantations down here.
Mm-hmm.
So my guy said, yeah, we got slave plantations down here. He said, he took me. He said, yeah, man, they right around the corner. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, man, I can take you to them right now. So he took me over to the he took me around the corner, man, and I'm talking about literally, it was about 10 minutes away. I'm talking about, bro, I walked on I had to get out the car. I jumped out the car, man, like, man, look, I got to get out the car, man, and look at this, bro, and see this. I had to really see this. I had to get out to the car and actually see, like, really see that these people was taking care of these houses like they was brand new monumental places, bro. They was taking care of them. They was calling them historic sites, bro. And they was like the slave houses and the slaves, man, the old slave house that the slaves was staying in was looking like they was all dusty. I mean, they was looking.
They called the slave quarters.
They literally was taking care of these houses down there, bro. And what I'm saying about this is how white people protect. They protect their history, bro. They made their history. The federal government protects these houses, bro. Mm-hmm. The federal government is out there protecting these slave houses, bro. Mm-hmm. And the black people out there, I want to bust some windows, man, and throw some rocks.
Yes, sir.
I got the car. I want to spray paint the houses, bro. I want to catch some shit up because I was like, wow, how's these people out here? How's black people even walking around like, bro? I'm talking about how they even letting that even exist. I was hurt so bad, bro. I was down there, man. I wanted to cry, man. It hurted me so bad because, like, my people, man, was like, they actually walking around letting these things just. I mean, it's like we have no fight or something, man. Like, and to hear what they doing in the Martin Luther King house, and how they try to get rid of what Chairman Fred's house, what they doing to our people right now for the little things we're trying to keep to ourselves, bro. It hurt, man, real bad, bro. I'm talking about, I went to see that and actually see our people I mean, now people walk around like it ain't there, bro. It scares me, man. I'm like, man, wait a minute. Why y'all ain't having a party in this house? Why nobody took these houses out? Why nobody took over the house and made some shelters for people? Why they ain't did nothing to these houses? Why are they still standing like that?
That's that unsettled that unsettled spirit, brother.
Bro, the grass was mowed out there, bro. The grass was mowed out there like it just got mowed. The grass, the lawn was taken care of, bro. They was beautiful houses, bro. They was beautiful houses, bro. I'm telling y'all, it scared the shit out of me, man. And I just want to chime into this, man. Pay attention to what's going on with us, man. They training us to hate each other. They training us not to take care of each other, bro. They don't want to, and it's working in the life. Because our people, we don't follow the wrong reasons right now, man. We need to stand up for all the right reasons.
Demonstrate, brother.
Stop being,
for sure.
Stop being cowards. But right now, our people, man, we being cowards right now. We have to be accountable for what's going on with us right now, bro. Period.
Absolutely.
We ain't being accountable for what's going on with ourselves right now. We should have been letting it happen to us. We know it's happening to us, and we're not doing nothing, bro. Period. And that's what I got.
We got to get aware, brother. And I'm glad you spoke on that, brother, because the chairman spoke earlier about that flirting with that fiery spirit. The chairman spoke earlier about it. You got that fiery spirit, brother. That's the show, King.
We ain't got the desired number that we want, but I'm gonna say this in just for the record, you know what I'm saying? Because like I look at a situation like Timbuktu, they might find some of these old episodes in some capsules, tubes or something like that.
Yes,
I want them to look back. I want to make sure they look back and they look back and they be very clear that it wasn't. I commend you, Showbody. I commend so many forces.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's not a desired number, but again, make sure we very clear that that it's resistance out here. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's resistance out here. It's not to the desired manner, but again, because I think about, and I had a discussion with one of our central committee members, and he was telling me, he said, man, he was down south, and they was telling him, like, you know, it's parts of the South of the Ku Klux Klan that I go to.
Yes,
and that's inspirational to know that.
Yeah,
because a lot of times the narrative is given that, you know what I'm saying, it's like you know, listen, any entity, listen, struggle movements is not to desire, but I think it's imperative that people, like, you know, even hip hop, whatever, that, you know what I'm saying, because I don't, the narrative is not given that everything is just Sexy Red and Sukihana and NBA Youngboy. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's you put in context, because for future generations to know there was some different dynamics that are happening.
Black Jack Rose from Mississippi.
And don't. I'm not trying to be, like I say this, dismiss what you want it, and it hurts being oppressed. But it's also make sure we put in that, and also be clear that we recognize we outnumbered, because it's in any struggle. I'm gonna quote Thomas Jefferson. What he said with the American Revolution. He said 1/3 was for it, 1/3 was against it, and 1/3 whichever way the wind blew. And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, go whichever the wind blew. And another quote I remember that Malcolm X has said that the collective consciousnness of the people ticks slowly, but it erodes of a volcanic force that makes it look like nothing. And it's so we got to make sure. That's why we have. I talked about this December 4th. The families of the Defense Captain Mark Clark, Breonna Taylor, Cortez, right? So many people. I say it's a lot of pain out here. Tamir Rice's mother, and so many others. But it wasn't no punk. It wasn't no punk sort of pain. Not no punk sort of point. It's painful, but you know what I'm saying. But it was some resistance out there, and we still. I'm with you. We still acknowledge the shortcomings and deficiencies, but acknowledge too. Also, make sure we put in there too that there's some people calling a question, and they're not going to tell us about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to. You know, I tell people, like, when they watch 48 Hours, I say, you think everybody on that station just tricked was snitches? I say, or the cops show. They don't show you the ones that got away. They can't show you that. You know what I'm saying? Because it inspires others. You know what I'm saying? It inspires others. So that arcade, you know what I'm saying? So again, I'm with you. I'm with you, Showbody. And I commend you and respect you and appreciate you, because in your criticism is, I forgot his brother said, he said about Malcolm, he say, his I can't remember the quote. He criticized us when it was just, and it's a quote that Willie D, I think he be saying like, definition of a coon is when your criticism outweigh your contributions. Your contributions to the struggle, to our people. If you know what I'm saying, man, I always tell you, man, I appreciate this. The brother, I'm talking about, hey man, hard worker. I'm talking about that man. I'm glad he could call in. He could tap in with us on this discussion about the contradictions in the South, the hip hop, books. I mean, man, he own it. You know what I'm saying? The streets, all that. And that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? We have to. There's some criticism that we have to wage. We, you know what I'm saying, enforcers who put in contributions. We, you know what I'm saying, is needed because a lot of times people come in from an abstract, man, if this was happening, blah, if you know, old saying go, if it was a fifth, we all be drunk. You know what I'm saying? But this some hardcore moonshine calling in. We you know what I'm saying, real deal cats who we put in work. So we need to make sure we in our communities the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was looking at some pictures they were showing in Gaza recently. And I was, you know, the mass, like, you know, saying the men from the Palestinian community, you know, they was like stripped down naked, you know, so just to the underwear. And I was, you know, talking about the long range impact it's going to have on the community. You know what I'm saying? I say, you know, and like a lot of people look at war in an elementary way. You know what I'm saying? But the different impacts of, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, so you look at it's an infamous picture in Philadelphia where members of the Black Panther Party were taken out and they were down to their briefs, their underwear. You know what I'm saying? And it's done strategically. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I looked at the photograph. And I debated. I remember the flyer when he was on the flyer one time, and they was like, "Chairman, you be so much on point with so many things." And I was talking with the flyer. Initially, I wanted to be real careful how to put because the pigs that brought Chairman Fred's body out after they assassinated him at the physical Lamar Clark. I said, you know, he had his boxer shorts on, you know, and it still should be shown to show that he came in at night, you know, excuse me, 4:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Or he's resting, you know what I'm saying, in the bed. But you want, but I still sometimes you cover down, like, you know what I'm saying. But you can cover down, and because we're proud for people. But the deal is also to put this in context of war. This is not just the physical dynamic, how they kill us, how they degrade us. I want to tie this in too. Well, you know what I'm saying? You know, and matter of fact, you definitely welcome to stay on show about it because you ain't got to switch language. You can go from the plantations to the studio booth with us. You know what I'm saying? And this dynamic, I just was talking about that I want our co-host this whole brother, I'm just seeing a brother tap this text me who I be going in on. He's talking, when can I meet with you, Chairman? I'll be like 6:30 to 8:30 Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? And I see he just tapped in. But this whole the Grammy, I don't know if I haven't seen the whole piece. I'm gonna go check it out tonight. But what I did see and put in contrast, like, you know, and I'm trying to say this objectively, so you know, like you, I mean, the record companies who are behind the different dynamics, but it's, man, even this last song they just I don't even call it a song, and the individual they get Sexy Red, and actually is saying on the music, "Fuck my baby daddy." This is spray painted sprawled across her rear end, and it's saying "Fuck my baby daddy." You know, and of course, and I study. I went through a whole research on this thing. In this latest video with this individual named Tashana is what, you know what I'm saying, dressed like it's a female dressed like a man. But one thing other countries don't have, like America, how Machiavellian it is. This individual, a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't like hearing that." People asked me the other day, "How you be knowing this stuff?" What you, I study. Like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm watching this individual who's out of the DR, Dominican Republic, and I'm listening to the name she's saying, who out of her own mouth had no talent. Sexy Red out of her mouth said she said she don't even like hip hop. She said, "I don't even like rap." You have to look at certain and say, well, who is behind this? And this individual, they do this one song, this female dressed like a man kept me out with her. I went back and watched another interview. She doing an interview on got this Weinsberg or one that show 97. And I'm listening to this. She's telling you the Democratic Republican about her being, the sugar, they call it sugar baby. And I'm watching this, and again, you don't know what people have to go through, different dynamics, but I'm watching. I mean, they literally, because America can say when they show Machiavelli, they're selling you snake oil. She's in a raw saying this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching this, the imagery and the politics they push on these, on right in our face, and it's hurt. I'm talking about this female sexual is literally pregnant. I'm talking about like literally pregnant. This ain't no prosthetic stomach. Like they tell you what a baby hearing certain music, she's on and it's a political significance to this and being barefoot and pregnant. It's a political significance to that. And you got so many people who they don't even know who she. They never heard of her. It's like right up under our nose what they're producing. You know what I'm saying? And you got these. I mean, it's a whole. And you think it's a coincidence? I was struggling the other day. I said, listen, look at Taylor Swift. That dynamic of the football player from Kansas City. In fact, Cole, I mean, you was give some background on that. The football player. Kelsey is his last name. He played for football.
Philadelphia. Yeah.
He's I told people, I said, see, I was struggling about even the imagery of him and her, but he told me how he respected her father. You don't even a family unit. You know, it could be a stage relationship, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, but that, for the people to see that, like propaganda is so important. Man, you see it's not even an image of a family unit with, you know what I'm saying, with us. And it's gotta be, it's propaganda bombs. I want people, I know it's hard to watch, but I recommend y'all go watch this song. Man, fuck my baby daddy. Then it's another one. Krishan Rock. Yeah, please.
Go ahead. You have to chime in. What I want to say about that is this, big bro. Like, back in the day, man, this is a good evil when it comes to this music, bro. I'm gonna tell you just like this. Back in the day, we just want to be the dope game used to be a way out for us in the hood. We thought the dope game was the way out back in the day, right? So that's why they speak the hood dope. So now that the dope game ain't the way out no more, they know the music game is the way out now. So now they attacking the music like they did the dope game. Now they making everybody think the music is the way out. You got a lot of guys out here that's rapping. They ain't supposed to be rapping, but they trying to be rapping because they're not selling dope in the hood like they used to. Ain't no more money in the hood like they don't make it like it ain't like it used to be. So I'm saying that to say they use the music now. The music industry is the new dope game. It's the new way out. That's why you got 1,000. You have 1,000 dope dealers on the block. Now you got 1,000 rappers on the block because on the hood, when I go to the hood, see, they ain't making no money like we used to make in the hood off the dope no more, of drugs. They're not doing that no more. So they really don't have no way to make no money for themselves in the hood. So everybody's trying to be a rapper. So now the rap game has become a dope game. So the government has attacked the dope game the same way they did. The rap game the same way they did the dope game. They gave us something else to get up out the game with. But what they did was they started paying for the evilness to come out instead of paying for the goodness to come out the music. So they knew that the rap game was going to trap us, and it's a good way to help their agenda. So what they did is use the rap game and all the music we did. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. They made it ain't supposed to be no old school rappers, man. I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff. They made us old school so they could destroy the message that we could have gave to our youngest. That's why they call it old school.
That's a heavy thought.
If you go to country or any other jazz, you go to any type of music, they don't call them old school nothing. They let them be legends. They let them be somebody who influenced them. But they made rap. They made us old school, to destroy who we are, and so we can teach our youngest how to be what happened to us, so it can happen to them.
How to beat them S1W.
When it comes to this music, big bro, you know what I'm saying? It get way deeper. That's why I try to tell y'all, in a rap game. The rap game is the new dope game. So that's why it's 1,000 rappers on the block. That's why you got her. That's why they promote her way stronger than they would promote somebody who's speaking positive about the people. The devil knows how to control the people, and they use the music to connect with the people.
It soothes the savage beast in the devil.
They know what to do with it.
We let the record free.
The comparison to the dope game So now everybody's on the corner selling this dope, and you got people that's addicted to it. Now the quality, who has the best quality? It's all stepped on. It's all black. It's no potency to it.
It definitely is lackluster, to say the least, nowadays.
So now, somebody was making a comparison to the awards, the Grammy salute and the BET. Now they both watered down, but the BET was, you would think that they would have more quality, because this is of our culture. So you would think BET would have, the representation that would be more quality, but you had the, it was just like you at the club, you at the strip club, you at the it's down and dirty. Once upon a time, they wouldn't even play that
on BET. Hey, no question, Queen.
It would have to be a certain time before you could even see
without a doubt
hear something like that. Now it's everywhere at all times.
You just I was right on.
Uncut.
I seen a
Uncut.
I was commenting the other day, and I was commenting about a situation. Peach's brother dropped from Africa the other day. He has a YouTube channel. He was go there from Africa, and I was pointing out the contradiction he was saying about he was inside a restaurant and with children. And what you say, what the lady was doing, how she was approaching them. He told it. I said, listen what he says. I say he tells her. He said, this is not a strip club. I say not from a morality. So I want to be very clear. Say no morality judge. People going in saying, a lot of people say, well, it's different generations. And you can look back. You can pick out different dynamics. Some people talking about, well, look back in the days, and certain the people with a certain category with Lil Kim and training, but however, one of America's policies is to create chaos and then restore order, like a structure, like a time when there's a location with certain things. I'm talking about it's all bars off. It's like no, and this man, it's like man, it's saturated. You know what I'm saying? It's like you look at, like I tell some people, like I can't watch a movie if a person just just run around killing and sticking. You like, okay, what's the plot? Is he hungry? Is it a stick up? Is it what's the agenda? You know what I'm saying? You look at like even the sexuality. Like, okay, what's this? They come through the door. Ain't no don't build up to the okay. You trying to talk to her? You trying? You know what I'm saying? It's you're not even getting no sexual gratification. Motherfuckers tell me it's not even no payoff. It's like let's fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's the dynamic that's being bred. And like I said, and I said that thing. And you can point in what they said. The brother in Africa says. He say, man, look. He say he connected it to what they Western society, imperialism. See, be very clear. Prior to being colonized, people say, well, it was slavery in Africa. True. However, it's not even no comparison to what the colonials did to us. You know what I'm saying? The contradictions about, sexuality, and people say, well, you have situations with Cool G rapping them. You can't even relate to this. I'm talking. It's really you can see, like I say, the disdain, the hatred. You know what I'm saying? The self-hatred. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man, just to come through the door. It's like, man, like you think it's a civil war between black men and black women? You know what I'm saying? Black women. You don't think it's a bank? Shoot him up, kill him. Keep some more bullets. I'm gonna kill. Fuck myself. Matter of fact, when you look at the video closely with Sexy Red, she got her finger to her head like a trigger. Like fuck him and shit. Keep a bullet for my damn self. So it's not even you know what I'm saying? You be like, it's like the Panther Party had a term called jackanate. A lot of people say, a lot of people did absolutes like, okay, they're against the police. Man, it was some motherfuckers who said they hate the police, they hate the Panthers, they hate the people. So you got, it's a whole disdain. But I don't see the time with you co-hosts on here now. What was okay like even give us some because I said I'm gonna go back and watch it. But people that you mentioned, you touched on in contrast. And so people don't get the wrong impression. Like it's come back like people, well, you can't be sexy or you can't talk about killing. You can't like people had this absolute conscious rap. Like I remember one time I was in Pontiac prison, Pontiac concentration camp, and little brother It was a Source magazine. He said, "What about this?" I said, "Well," and he passed it down. It was Lauryn Hill with like she had this she had this white net sweater on. You know what I'm saying? And you like see the holes in. I said, "Man, don't get it twisted, man. I said, it's beautiful." I'm talking about, it's not it's a dynamic. I can say, again, don't have this. They say these absolutes, either this abstract, fluffy, lava lamp, disconnected from reality consciousness, or shoot 'em up, bang, 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 kill. I'm not pushing for you how you wear no pants, sagging off your ass, or no skin tight. It's not either or. I ain't with the Democrats or the motherfucking Republicans. I ain't with the Confederates or the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? So you don't let this system force you to some absolute, like you gotta be some abstract, because the deal is it's some brutal realities in our communities.
Yes,
but the vulgarness, to the
Yes.
hatred, you can see the disdain. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, don't you know? Like I say, when people listen to certain specifics, when they talk about like certain codes, when people talk about, I say like, I say like I tell people like in prison, they would ask, say something happened to a cat, they would ask the question, did he steal it or did he take it from you? That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? You listen to certain dynamics about, and that's important. Like even people talk about the prison code, how prison look like. Richard Pryor made a joke about it. He say, you ride through black men and be holding their private part and say, why you doing that? Say, shit, white man took everything else. You say, that's a code where prison look down on rape. I say the political significance of rape. I say, because the deal is, as colonized people, we've been ripped up for so many things. You know what I'm saying? The body, you know what I'm saying? That's like the last, I mean, that's why I say like the last possession. And the motherfuckers come and just take, you know what I'm saying, the whole, for you to try to engage in taking that from someone. You know what I'm saying? And less known, we go into a deeper contradiction, you know what I'm saying, a child or whatever. It's not just this abstract morality. And even a lot of people can't sum it up politically. Those who have been ripped off can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they might say the bully dynamic, whatever, but that'll take exploiting someone. But tell us, co-host, if you can, about the dynamic about those who haven't seen, you know, like what were some of the points, and you know what I'm saying, or just like, you know, like like I even struggle with you about this before, like, you know what I'm saying, like people can engage in some things and might not know the oh man, I know y'all gonna lose my I'm gonna cut off and come right back on y'all on Instagram. Let me about things about, did you say about did we say Afro puffs and like other that things, actions, excuse me. When you engage in something, a lot of times you engage and you might not recognize the significance of it. You may take it for granted. What was some of the and with this era right now, with this whole about 50 years hip hop, you got a couple of dynamics happening. Some people saying, "Damn, I ain't know this stuff even happened." Like people who talking about lyrics, it's like I go certain places and people don't know about the Black Panther Party. Be like, "Damn, I didn't know." They, you know what I'm saying, this had Panther. You know what I'm saying? Or they meet, or excuse me, they get we ask the party members out. They be like, "Damn, I know some cats who grew up who they never thought we resisted before. They come in like this, that we don't fall back." What's some of the responses you seeing? You know what I'm saying, or you're hearing? Because right now there's people seeing this in contrast and hearing about lyrics, a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? With the whole phenomenon of hip hop.
Well, one of the main comments and things that I've been hearing is that a lot of people that should have been there, that could have been there, were not there. Not that they could have been there, but should have been there. Different people that were not represented. And I know it's a 2-hour thing, so I was surprised that I got called. Like, what? Y'all want me? Oh, okay. So that's one of the things. Then it was just more like, a lot of people have been saying that it was more like a reunion, and the whole atmosphere. It was more of a classiness to it, even with the younger artists that were there that participated, like the Coil Rays and the Glorilla. That some people were saying, well, why were they there? Well, I think what they were trying to do was bridge the gap, like show it from this era to this era to this era. Mm-hmm. Once again, the main thing that I've been hearing were that it was not representative of the pillars of hip hop, the DJing and the B-boy, the graffiti, and the MC, where it could have been some graffiti artists out doing things where break dancers were dancing and other artists that you would rarely get to hear or see, like Wise Intelligence or Bahamadia or you know the Ghetto Boys,
them heavy names,
Brand Nubians, things like that. That people that you don't normally see. You normally on these shows like this, it's the usual suspects. They have a list that they normally the go-to. So this was kind of different because this was not the go-to. Keep in mind, I just said they called me, so I'm definitely not one of the go-tos. But in the hip hop community,
you are,
I am
Queen.
known
You still got it.
You know, I'm a go-to. Like when you want lyrics and things like that, I'm a go-to. But on these platforms, I'm not a go-to. So to even be a part of it, to see the other artists that I admire coming up, Rakim, I almost fainted. You know, not literally, but I had, you know, just seeing him perform. This was my first time seeing him perform. So it was like he inspired me. I tell people that the Sugar Hill Gang and Sequence and other rap groups inspired me to rap. But Rakim is the one who turned me into an MC. So to see him there performing and Big Daddy Kane, and it would have been nice to see Sequence, because Sequence is the first female rap group. You don't see them at places like this, and to see Sugar Hill Gang and to see the forefathers and foremothers that helped with this, it would have been nice. But I don't know why they did it the way they did it, but it was just like a celebration, and it was just real cool. And one of the things that I took that I was surprised with was a young lady that came and spoke to me after the show and told me what I meant to her and how I inspired her to wear her hair natural. Now, I've heard this before, and every time someone tells me this, it always like just takes me aback, like, wow, really? That, you know, that I inspired people to embrace what is naturally coming out of their scalp. This person was Willow Smith. I know I'm 20 years her junior. I mean, she's 20 years my junior, but I wish it was that way. But I'm 20 years. But for her to come tell me that, like, wow, Willow Smith, you even know of me? Like, really? And for her to have a conversation, in-depth conversation with me about her struggling with embracing her natural hair and struggling with other things. But I was one of the people that helped her to do that. I was like, wow, like, that kind of stuff with me.
Yeah.
So that was just some of the highlights. Just being, like I said, called to the party. But now I've been hearing, you know, people are talking about it was not celebrating the culture of hip hop. It was more like rappers there. Now I would say that more with some other award shows that I've seen. It probably still could be the case because I just feel like it was people that you don't normally see on CBS on a platform like that. These were some of those people you saw, you would not see them. MC Shy-Rock, who was one of the first female MCs, for her to be able to be out there, and Roxanne Shante, Black
real Roxanne.
And it was a lot of others. So that was my takeaway from it.
Yeah, just also
and then with the Academy, you know, they did not embrace hip hop in the beginning.
No doubt.
Will Smith won a Grammy. I think they were the first ones to win a Grammy.
And
Will
didn't
Smith
go to that show, Queen. You're right.
Jazzy.
Absolutely, you're right.
They were not invited to the party. So that's just like the Oscars and any other thing. When black people were winning, they couldn't. Hattie McDaniel, the first woman to win an Oscar, she could not accept her award at the Oscars. Sidney Poitier. I don't know if it was televised or not, but a lot of these times when you're at these awards and things like that, you're not even.
They ain't want to acknowledge our existence.
So, no, go ahead. Go what you saying. Hold on.
So so with the Grammys, even though this wasn't an award show, people are talking about how they didn't even embrace hip hop, but now they want to embrace it. So I look at it as, get in there and come bring somebody to the table. Like, okay, first y'all didn't want us there. Then you accept us, but we can't be televised when we win the award. Then you got these watered down categories, and then this. So maybe getting in there somehow and letting them know, hey, this is how we feel. You get some stand up people. You get some people that the hip hop community respects. And look, this is not representative of us. Macklemore was the face of hip hop for a minute. I think he was man of the year for hip hop or something, or for rap or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that was like, what? Macklemore, get out of here. Mm-hmm. So who is putting these people in place? You need people that represent the culture, like at the table. Like come to the table. I know they won't be invited to the table. Just crash the party. Hey, look, we're here, and this is what we're talking about, and this is how we want it done. So let's discuss this.
Yes,
we live in the Regular Spirit Liberation. We talking about Freedom Radio. I'm getting heads up. It's about my time. It's 8:38. We gonna close out. I'm gonna give one close comment from you. I'm gonna give 1 minute. 1 minute. Just take a move, bro. Just take a move.
I wrote this morning for the good people. I do speak to the good people. In spite of the injustice, we the survivors, people of preferred color, black and brown. Black, brown, and those are the boogie down. Hip hop array to Tom Hanks and his wife as they sung. But we got wolves whom perpetrated a fraud in sheep's clothing. Here's what we will do moving forward. We will go in, free them captive souls, and bring justice out this corrupt system's ass. We've been the recipients of vitiated, excoriated, malicious intents on our lives since biblical times of the walking in the hood with the devil hounds of hell in the incarnation of the Midnight Crew. Dick Milan, remember that? Robert, oh dear system of harm to my people, come out of captivity. S1Ws, who secures the door? What gatekeepers of justice secure our exodus? Precious is our blood. Privilege is our blood over the door of the travelers to the east in search of the North Star. We ain't waiting in no water no further. Come out, free them all. Sincerely, we the survivors.
Oh, come on. I got to ask this question though. The Tom Hanks connection.
Absolutely.
No, explain to me the Tom Hanks connection.
Tom Hanks' wife, I forget her name, but she sung Hip Hop Array. Look it up on Google. She sung it word for word.
Okay.
They gonna acknowledge our existence. That's for damn sure.
Okay, that record. I'm getting his heads up heads up, y'all. Let me get one more. I know we got Showbody, got Coast online still. Give us y'all closing comments before we roll out. And again, we got a
real quick, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, big brother. Yeah, man. When I asked my man down south real quick. I asked my man down south. I said, man, why y'all ain't tore these joints up, man? Why y'all ain't made parties in this place, man? What's happening? He said, man, the federal government's stopping us. Man, listen, y'all. Listen, man. We got to be strong for all the right reasons, family.
So you're right.
That's what I got to say to all y'all, but we got to be strong for all the right reasons. Stop being dumb.
Strong for all the right reasons, big bro.
Give me your contact too, Showbody.
Man, Showbody everywhere. And then us before me, man, make sure y'all check out the OGs and Young Guys podcast every Saturday. We have OGs and Young Guys across the country come rock out with us, man. We had a young guy promote their new product, and we make it happen for the people, man. So check out the OGs and Young Guys podcast every Saturday, man. Get out with us, man, and bring them all.
Check that episode. Me and nephew Beats on Uncle Beats on there with you, man. It was powerful. Showbody in the building. That's SHAULT. Showbody in the building. Co-host, Lady Ray's, talk to us. Co-host, give it yeah.
Stay consistent with your resistance.
So you're right. So you're right. Any more? With this whole discussion happening right now, any upcoming shows that people can find? You know what I'm saying? Like in regards to find your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Particularly any updates on that?
Well, I'm the Lady of Race _ on Instagram. Any shows coming up? I don't see any for the year ending. I may get a call or two. I was on the road with Cat last year, so I may be doing some shows with him, possibility. Also, I found out that the Miss Cleo movie that I'm doing got picked up by Lifetime, so that will be coming out on Lifetime. I'm not sure of the date yet, but once I know, I will let you all know, and we can, watch. And I'm done.
Miss, y'all, this was for a lot of y'all time. The whole phenomenon, Miss Cleo. So y'all be on the lookout for that, y'all.
No doubt.
Another episode of Free Ball Radio, y'all. Y'all tune in. Y'all keep y'all heads up. Asthma Fist Clinch again. We at Intellectual Radio, y'all. Hey, we'll keep y'all posted on any updates come with the People's Ball, y'all. We will keep y'all updated, y'all. Again, that's People's Ball, December 29th. On we're gonna be at though. We keep y'all posted. But again, IRD, International Revolutionary Day, was up the chain. Happy belated birthday again, Frederica Newton and also Cool and Jerry. Y'all keep your heads up. Asthma Fist Clinch. What's the call? Free them all.
Free them all.
Take us out to the camera right on Free them all. Love you right back. Go take us back.
All right.
Take us back.